Hey, it's me, Billy, and in this video, we're gonna be wigging out over clown wigs. When you think about a clown, three things usually come to mind. Clown shoes, a clown nose, and you got it, a clown wig. But do you need a clown wig to be a clown? No! A great way to tone down a clown look is to have no wig at all. One of the best things about being a clown is you get to create the character. So if you don't want to wear a wig, you don't have to. There's a couple of different kinds of wigs: synthetic, yak or human hair, or you can even use some creative materials to create a wig too, like foam, yarn, ribbon, feathers. The ideas are endless. Your clown wig should always enhance your look, not hide your face. In case you haven't noticed, clowns are usually pretty active, so it's a good idea to make sure that you've secured your wig. Some ways that you can do that is by wearing a wig cap and using bobby pins, wig tape, or you can even wear a skull cap underneath your wig. Hey, that reminds me, I know a couple of pro clowns that wear skull caps as a part of their wig. Let's call up Taylor Albin and Dean Kelley and find out what they know about clown wigs too. Hello, are you guys there?
Hey!
Hi, everybody.
Guys. You just caught us without a stitch of makeup on.
I know that you guys have really unique styles, so I was hoping that you could tell me a little bit about each of your wigs. I personally like to have a synthetic wig because I think it has a lot more longevity, it's much easier to wash, it takes to the hairspray really well, and also it's not quite as expensive.
Finding your clown character is all about trial and error. My wig right here, as you can see, it's hair on top, bald on the sides. This wig right here, I actually partially made it myself. This is originally a silly boy wig. You know, it's really long and shaggy, and I cut it down underneath. I cut the wig cap down, and I used electric clippers to clip the edges, you know, get a nice rounded edge, and poof, I had a nice little clown wig. And then right here, of course, you can't forget the little cowlick right there. Here, let me lay it down, sorry. Sorry, never laid it down. And then I attached this wig right here onto a skull cap right there. It's made out of cotton, like a t-shirt material, just like that. Yeah, nice and stretchy. And then you cover it in makeup to match your base like that, and poof, bam, you got a wig. Bam.
Do you have to use anything to hold your skull cap on?
The skull caps, when we get them, they come like this. Ooh, there we go. Let's get that in the camera there. They come like that. And as you can see, there's nothing on it. No, nothing. So to keep these on our head, we have to cut ear holes into our skull caps. And that's as simple as having somebody helping you. You put the skull cap over your head. You measure out where the ear holes are. You can use a Sharpie just to put a couple of dots. You make a little slit for your ear, and then for me, what I do, I make a tiny slit so I can get my ear barely through, because I don't want to make that hole too big because it'll stretch out and you'll be able to see my real hair underneath. So I just, a little bit at a time, I customize the ear holes to fit my head perfectly, and oh, it feels great. Feels great. Snug as a bug in a rug.
You also want to make sure when you're cutting on your skull cap on the fabric that you don't cut too close to the edge, because if you get too close to the edge, it will rip out, and you don't want that. So a lot of times clowns who are cutting the holes for their ears sometimes will stitch just a little stitch just to make sure the fabric doesn't continue to rip.
Now, a lot of people, when they style their wigs, they may not know how to do that at all. And you know what? That's totally okay, because there are people who do. Now, for those who aren't too comfortable styling wigs, I recommend finding a local beauty salon, a local wig store, because a lot of times the people who work there, they have the knowledge of how to style synthetic wigs or even yak hair wigs. So it's really just a matter of picking up the telephone and calling around town to see if you can find somebody to style your wig if you just aren't that comfortable styling your own.
I learned how to style wigs right here on YouTube, and ever since I learned and taught myself, I've been styling and cutting my own wigs, because what better way to be able to do it than all by yourself?
Some people don't even even wear wigs, so it really depends on what you want. For me, my wig is a synthetic wig. Much like Dean, I made my own. I started out with a punk rock black wig that was a full wig. I hand stitched in some different color hair pieces. I trimmed the wig itself, and you can kind of get a view here where I stitched all the way around, and the way I have my wig attached is with simple snaps. So it's something as simple as that, just snapping it on, fluffing out the wig, and having crazy style.
I really appreciate that both of you guys try to make your wigs, and you don't just go to the store and buy that wig and put that on. You make modifications, and I think that that's what makes you guys so special.
Oh, well, thanks, Billy. Well, that's so nice. And that's a great point also. Wigs, a lot of wigs, when you buy it in the store, they all look the same. But that's the cool thing about being a clown. You get to do whatever you want. Your imagination, that's the limit. So you can take a wig, reconstruct it to how you want, to do what you want to do and fit your character. That's the best part, to customize it.
There's no one size to fit all in clowning. Truly, we all have the ability to be unique and to be ourselves. That's the beauty of clowning. And that even includes your wigs. You can make them as crazy or as fun or as delicate or whatever way you want to make them. I mean, intricate, braids, ponytails, puffs like this, whatever it is, you can do whatever you want to do.
With our hair, when we were in the circus, performing every day in those large arenas, we may look this big to some of the people in the seats. So we wanted to have that movement from head to toe, that way people could recognize us and just follow us throughout the entire show.
I've always noticed and appreciated how much your wigs move, especially during slapstick comedy. It adds so much to your reactions.
Thank you. It's like getting a little hit to the head. Yeah, it just goes everywhere. Woo! Yeah, wow. Got a little movement. Oh, there go my glasses too. There's a lot of movement there.
Oftentimes the kids or the audience ask me if that's my real hair. I like to have that kind of streamlined illusion where there's no gaps between who I am as Billy and who I am as Billy the Clown.
People always say, "Is that your real hair?" And I go, "Yeah, it's real fake."
How often do you guys wash your wigs?
It's very important that when you wear a wig, that you maintain your wig. Sometimes even if you go out for a simple day gig, right, where you're out in the sun, you're sweaty, your wig is gonna start to smell. A technique that I like to use to wash my wig, I actually use laundry detergent. I just use a little laundry detergent, wash out my wig, get the whole thing wet, rinse it out, then I literally just shake it to get the spikes back into it, and I will store it. Let me take it off and show you. I'll store it upside down just to make sure that the spikes stay straight and everything like that. And also with your skull cap, make sure to wash that too. They get really gross really fast.
The better you maintain them, the longer they will last, and you won't have people looking at you funny because they smell something like, "What is that?"
Gross. You guys are gonna make me hurl. What do you do to store your wigs when you take them off?
The way I store my wig is I take a wig block and I'll take my wig, set it on top, and use push pins just to hold it in place. That makes sure that the wig isn't getting smushed or anything like that.
It's always good to have multiples of everything. For example, one time I flew somewhere to be a clown and I was getting ready. I was fixing my wig, styling it. I was using the hairdryer on it. And you know what happened? I melted a hole into my hair because it's synthetic. It's made out of plastic. But thankfully, I had a second one.
Wow, everybody is getting some pretty amazing trade secrets from you guys. I'm really passionate about sharing my knowledge with other clowns, other aspiring clowns.
Being a clown is not whether you have the best wig, the right nose, the perfect makeup.
The expensive costumes.
The expensive costumes. That is not what makes a clown at all. In fact, many clowns don't even wear makeup. So it really, truly just depends on how you are as an individual and what you want to be and your character to be.
Thank you guys truly for everything that you had to share. See you next time.
When do we get our royalty checks? Okay, bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bravo. Cut. Thanks for watching. Bye. So did you learn a lot of things about clown wigs? Let me know in the comments below.